There once lived two brothers, the first named Samuel and the other named Darius. They were the only children to their parents. Samuel had always wanted to be a successful business tycoon. He always told his parents of how when he grows up, he'd have many companies all over the world, and he'd be very rich. He bragged to his friends too. He always told them about his future plans, and how he ended up being the richest man to have ever lived. He even went as far as bragging about when he'd be very rich and ended up helping his brother to start a business. Darius, on the other hand, was more on the quiet side. He had dreams of becoming a software engineer. He was always passionate about computers since he was little. He sees his brother bragging and is even excited for him. He also heard of his brother's plans to help him in the future. This made him upset because his brother made it sound like he, himself, wouldn't be rich too, but he tried not to dwell on the thought much. His parents were always worried about his future because he never spoke about his future plans. They once confronted him about this. He simply told them, "Don't worry about my future. Also think about it, and trust me, I have plans too." This made them less worried. Samuel and Darius both graduated from college with very good grades. Their parents were very proud of them. Samuel had a degree in business administration, while Darius graduated with a degree in software engineering. Samuel decided to immediately start looking for a job so he could raise enough capital to start a business as soon as possible. He later found a job as an assistant manager in a shipping company. His parents were so proud of him. Their parents always felt like Samuel was the ambitious son because he seemed to have a lot of good plans for the future, and he always told them about his plans. They were always so proud of him. Darius, on the other hand, they saw him as more on the aloof side. They felt he doesn't seem worried about his future, maybe because his brother had promised to help him when he makes it. This thought made them a bit disappointed in him, but they never told him. They were hoping to see changes in his attitude as he graduated. Darius stayed at home. His parents got angry and acted out this time. One day his father shouted at him, "Darius, I won't stand for this character of yours. It's either you go find a job, earn some money, and move out of my house, or you leave my house right this instant. You can't depend on your brother to make money and help you. You are a man. You will get married and have a family to take care of. Go and find something to do with your life right now." Darius got angry at this and packed up his bags, but before leaving, he said, "Father, you once questioned me and my future plans, and I told you not to worry about it. I told you that I had plans. Why can't you just believe me and watch what I have planned play out? Must I brag about my plans like my brother in order to seem serious? No offense, Father. I will leave your house, but I'll be back and make you eat your words. I promise you this." Darius left the house with his things and rented a very small apartment nearby with the little savings he had. Darius actually had plans. He was a software engineer. His dream had always been to create his own computer software, and he'd been working on bringing that dream to reality since he started learning about computers. He was hurt that his parents couldn't just have a bit of faith in him. He didn't want to tell them his plans because he was scared that the project may not be successful, and he didn't want to look bad and end up disappointing his parents. He didn't want to get a job because it would distract him from his project. 10 years later, Samuel was promoted to the position of general manager in the company he worked for. He was earning a decent salary. He tried opening his own company a few years ago, but it didn't turn out well. So he gave up and decided to keep working for his present company. You could say he was successful, but not as successful as Darius turned out. Darius released the software and it became very popular really fast. He was now the chairman and CEO of his own company and was a billionaire. 5 years ago, while he was still a millionaire, he visited his parents. His parents apologized to him for doubting him, and he forgave them because he couldn't blame them. He hadn't told them his plans. Actions speak louder than words. In this life, say less of what you plan to do, but do more of what you want to say. We never know the future and what it has in store for us. We can never predict the future. We may have plans for the future, but fate may have other plans. So don't just go around telling people your plans, but rather do them. Your success will speak for you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more from me.